Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 185. Yes, we are officially at the point where I've basically caught up to the episode number I reached before the copper bullshit went down and my channel went down. Kind of interesting that it took 4 years to just build up the Q&A numbers back up, and of course we're also 15 away from 200. Fun stuff. Before I begin, I want to say thanks a lot for the positive feedback on the latest movie, Whatever Happened to Dr. Long Nose. I honestly thought it wasn't going to be ready in time. Because I had a few issues where my editing program was just being slow and unresponsive. Don't know why. Maybe it was because the whole video file was too big, even though it was in small parts. I don't know. Plus there were a few mistakes I made, and I had to be in damage control, and there are some things I wish I did differently script wise, but other than that I'm happy with how it turned out. Hopefully that will boost my subscription number as well, and hopefully we can shoot for 600. And of course the plan was, if I didn't get that movie ready in time, then I'd save it for a 600 subscriber special. It's definitely not easy doing a fan-made series. The actual filming is a lot of fun. The editing is just so much hard work, but it's usually worth it. Anyway, let's actually get on with the questions now, seeing as we're 2.5 minutes in. The first questions, as usual, are from Gunnar. 1. What do you think about the new Ancient Fairy Dragon cards that got released? Oh crap, I didn't get around to reading all of these, so give me 1 second. I feel like I'm doing one of those review video things where support for something is reviewed. I did actually wonder if Ancient Fairy Dragon would ever get support, considering the other Signer Dragons did in recent years. So 5 new ones were mentioned, but there's 6 here. So yeah, we'll review them. I'll save the upgraded form for last. So we've got Spore the Fairy Cell, a retrain of Spore. It looks like a cute card. So let's see. If this card is special summoned, you can increase its level by up to the number of monsters you control. If this card is in your graveyard and you control Ancient Fairy Dragon or a light beast plant or fairy monster, you can special summon this card, but also you cannot special summon from the extract for the rest of the turn except synchro monsters. Yeah, as if that's going to be an issue. You can only use this effect of Spore the Fairy Cell once per turn. So yeah, very cool card. Kind of similar to the original Spore. It definitely helps. I think it looks like it's going to be a nice, easy way to go into Ancient Fairy Life Dragon, provided Ancient Fairy Dragon is on the field. And luckily you don't have to change the level, so that's always a good thing. And of course, it's a cool card that could be played in generic plot decks. Might be a bit difficult to use its special summoning effects though in a generic plant deck, since you need a light plant. Mind you, Queen of Thorns is a light plant, so that kind of helps. Trying to think what other light plant monsters there are in the game that plant decks could play, but maybe on Row Mages, I think. Other than that, I'm just drawing a blank. But yeah, I do like it, and it's very cute. Same with this one, Currybon the Fairy Spirit, a retrain of Currybon. If you control Ancient Fairy Dragon or a Light Beast, Plant or Fairy monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it's treated as a tuner. That's very handy. Another nice easy way to go into Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. If another Ancient Fairy Dragon or a monster that mentions it that you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can return this card from the field to the hand instead. You can only use each effect of Currybon the Fairy Spirit once per turn. Yeah, also some nice added protection. Apparently the original Currybon did something similar, although I forget. I mean, it's not... the original was one that never really saw play though, so I can't actually remember what it does. I'll have a look at it in a minute, but yeah, another cool card and a cute card. Like I said, nice easy way to go into Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. I mean, might be a cool fun tech to run in, well, any sort of fairy deck really. Not Trickstars though, like Trickstars can go fuck themselves. Then again, I'm trying to think if it would add to any Link plays in Trickstars, not sure. Right, let me actually just read the original one. Here it is. During damage calculation, if this card is attacked by your opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. This card can't be destroyed by battle and you take no damage from it. After damage calculation, your opponent gains life points equal to the attacking monster's attack. Also return this card to your hand. Oh, okay. Yeah, no wonder it didn't see a lot of play. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like, then again, I guess it would be good in Nurse Burn or Bad Reaction Burn, maybe? Not that I encourage anyone to play those decks. Well, they're trolley burn decks, they're toxic as fuck. I'm trying to think of another use for Currybon, but nothing's coming to mind. Oops, might help if I spell dragon correctly. And I'll come to the big boss monster in a minute. Then a retrain of Regulus. So if it's normal or special... Okay, so this is your searcher. If it's normal or special summon, you can add a spell or trap that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. Okay. During your main phase, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Light Beast, Plant or Fairy monster from your hand in defense position. You can banish this card from your GY, then target a field spell in your graveyard and place it on the bottom of your deck and draw a card. Yeah, that's really awesome. So it's a searcher, lets you draw a card, and yeah, it's a 1700 beat stick. Right, so that's really, really good. You know, and it can help extend plays. Yeah, maybe it can help get out Spore, but wouldn't it increase to a level 2 though? Hell, increase its level by up to the number of monsters you control. Oh, okay, so yeah, it doesn't say this level becomes whatever, so yeah, that can just, yeah, that also helps bring out Ancient Fairy Dragon, so it really helps get plays rolling. So good. And then the field spell, the World of Spirits. I should have known there'd be a field spell based off the Dual Monster Spirit world, during 5D's era. So when it's activated, you can add one monster that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. So basically, any of these three guys, or girls, or both, or whatever. So yeah, another searcher. You can activate each of the following effects of the World of Spirits you can only activate each of the following effects of the World of Spirits while you control a level 7 or higher Dragon Synchro. Okay. Each time a monster is special summoned in attack mode, change it to defense mode. Ooh, so it's kind of a floodgate as well, and works in a similar way to stumbling, which could be really annoying. Mind you, there are floodgates that are more annoying. Once per turn during the end phase, destroy all the turn player's attack position monsters. You can only activate the World of Spirits per turn. Oh boy, that's pretty deadly. So it's kind of like a spell version of Ubel Terror Incarnate. But then again, though, I was going to say, would it really matter if monsters are being switched to defense? But then I noticed, this affects monsters that are special summoned, so anything that's normal summoned could still be vulnerable. So yeah, that could prove very annoying and problematic in the long run. Then again, these days, anything that's normal summoned generally gets used as extra material or ritual tribute fodder. So I guess it depends on the situation and the decks that are played. And then they have a trap card, Eternal Sunshine. Isn't that the attack name of Ancient Fairy Dragon? I think it is. Monsters you control gain 500 defense points for each Ancient Fairy Dragon and monster that mentions it that you control. Okay, once per chain, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls. That's a cost. Until the end of this turn, its current attack and defense become halved, and its effects are negated. Ooh. That could be problematic and very disruptive. And I'm guessing you don't have to control Ancient Fairy Dragon or whatever to do it. Or do you? You can use this effect of Eternal Sunshine a number of times per turn up to the number of Ancient Fairy Dragon and monsters that mention it that you control. Okay, so you do have to control Ancient Fairy Dragon or monsters that mention it, okay. Yeah, that could be very annoying and disruptive. Yeah, that could prove very problematic and maybe stop anyone playing the game. I don't know. And then, of course, the big boss monster, Ancient Fairy Life Dragon. And it's a generic synchro as well. And it says, if this card is synchro summoned, you can draw a card. Oh, that's nice. Or, if the World of Spirits is on the field, add one Light Beast plant or fairy monster, or one Eternal Sunshine from your deck to your hand instead. Okay, that's cool. You can only use this effect of Ancient Fairy Life Dragon once per turn. Your Ancient Fairy Dragon and monsters that mention it can attack while in face-up defense position. if they do apply their defensive damage calculation. Yeah, that bit I vaguely remember. Okay, so they basically become super heavy samurais and I guess total defense shogun as well. One of the promos from the 2004 collectible tins. Yeah, that could prove to be quite scary, just hitting for big damage just like that. And do you know what makes this even more annoying? The mirror force traps don't do anything to them if they're attacking while in defense, except one, Dark Mirror Force. But then again, who the hell plays Dark Mirror Force? That being said though, I even decided at one point that if super heavy samurais ever became meta, I would run that as a side deck card in tournaments. But then again, I think at one point when they were meta, I wasn't even playing in tournaments at the time, and then their Link monster got banned, and then it's like, oh well, no one's playing them now, and now they've fallen out of favour. But yeah, that could prove problematic in the long run. It's like, how do I even stop this? I guess there are other ways to do it. I mean, there's other attack stoppers that can help, I guess. Great boss monster. And now I'm just wondering if maybe I should play it myself, considering I've played all the other decks that run the Cyber Dragons, Stardust Junk, Red Dragon Archfiend, Black Wings, Morphtronics, and Rose Dragons. I was gonna say generic plants, but I actually do have a Rose Dragon deck here, Bonito Pro. It was the only one of those ones that I've never played in real life, so I feel like I probably should build this just so it's not left out. That can be added to the list of deck building challenges. So yeah, I do like the support, it's really great. The field spell and the trap could prove annoying if I did ever go up against it, but other than that, yeah, I rate it. Good stuff. And I can't believe I took so long on one question. 2. Who would win a fight? A big robot alien or your two kittens in giant size? Ooh, that's a tough one. It depends how advanced this robot is and whether or not it would be a threat. I mean, if it has no weapons but does have some sort of super strength, I feel like my kittens would have a chance. But if it's armed with, lasers, guns and missiles and what have you, then it's like, well, it could be a more even fight, and it could prove tricky for my fur babies. Mind you, they are quick and agile. In fact, one thing I didn't mention about my kittens is that they are 1/4 Bengal. Yeah, that's right. So the father is half Bengal, and yeah, Bengals are generally very smart, very agile, and intelligent. Yeah, I like to think that it does run even in like quarter Bengal breeds, to an extent. For instance, Bertie was able to turn on this cat toy by himself. yeah, they're quite clever, maybe sometimes too clever. And 3, did you fart so heavy that you knocked yourself out once? No, I haven't. I mean, they can be really bad, but not that bad. I think the worst I did was make someone almost feel sick. Yeah, this guy was just gagging like a lot and needed some fresh air. And I think there was also another time where I think one of my friend Derek's cats might have passed out from the smell. Either that or it was only a joke and said cat was just sleeping anyway. It's like, whoops. No, I don't think it would be possible to actually knock anyone or anything out with a fart. There's no way, surely. And the last question is from John Cross. What are your thoughts on Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries? Oh, I really like Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. In fact, it's one of my top 6 favourite hand traps. It's an absolutely amazing card, which I just had to have. As, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, it was just an amazing side deck card back when I was playing in tournaments, because I could use it to get rid of hated extra deck monsters. I mean, in the earlier days that it was around, I'd use it to try and get rid of Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, Cyber Dragon Infinity, and later on Totally Arsehole. And yeah, I'd just collect hated extra deck monsters and have them in the size just as an option, depending on the format and what was being played at locals. There was actually one point where I was going to try and get hold of a Thunder Dragon Colossus for this purpose. And then I remember Weber's 5 messaging me and asking me, are you going to use it with Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries? I was like, maybe? I didn't want to give it away. It's generally with side deck options, I like to keep them a secret, just so that my opponents can't counter my countering. And I think he actually had Thunder Dragons at the time, or was going to build them, but I don't remember him playing them in a tournament. I think it was just Pendulum Magician still. But then he said, Thunder Dragon Fusion can just recycle it and put it back in the extra deck. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. And it's like, that's going to make Colossus even more annoying to deal with. Because it's like, well, it's bad enough that it can protect itself by banishing a Thunder from grave, but then it's like, even if I do get rid of it somehow, Thunder Dragon Fusion will just recycle it and put it back wherever, ready to be summoned again later. So there's like no real way to permanently get rid of it. Yeah, it was so infuriating, whether it was being played in tournaments or Royal Rumbles. In fact, Thunder Dragons ended up getting banned from Royals purely because of Colossus. But then, of course, a year later it got banned, and I was jumping for joy. And then when it got unbanned, I was really annoyed and just dismayed. It's just one of those many unbans that I just don't agree with. And it's like, what are you thinking, Konami? Especially since Nemesis Corridor gets it out easily. Is it Corridor that gets it out just like that? I think it is. So yeah, I don't think Konami thought that through. Yeah, Colossus should have been banned. I mean, fortunately, it stayed banned in the minor league, and naturally it's staying banned in Richician format, because fuck that annoying degenerate piece of shit. I love how I've just gone completely off topic, and I went from talking about Ghost Reaper to ranting about Thunder Dragon Colossus. Yeah, welcome to my Thunder Dragon rant. Oh dear. But nah. Yeah, I like Ghost Reaper. I rate it, and yeah, I would. Yeah, I generally try to side deck her and other extra deck options if I can. That is when I was playing in tournaments. That is. It's a shame. It's a shame that I don't have my original secrets anymore, because I did actually pull one from a pack, like at some point in 2016, and I think I picked up the others in trades, and now I don't have them anymore. I've just got a play set of ultras, but that's fine, because you guys know me. I love my ultra rares, like more than any other rarity. But yeah, I really do rate it, and I'm thinking about redoing my top favourite hand trap list, because others have come along which I've grown to like as well, like Honest Neos, Apprentice Illusion Magician, Elemental Hero Spirit of Neos. I'll have to think about that one and see if there's see if I can bring it up to 10 in a way. So that's it for questions in this episode. Thanks a lot for your guys' questions, very cool ones as always. This ended up being a longer episode than I thought. You know, I thought it was going to take like 5 or 10 minutes, but look at it now, we're 28 minutes in, near enough. But yeah, anyway, thanks for your questions, and if you guys have any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Wednesday afternoon or evening UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. This is what happens when I'm so more used to doing it on a Tuesday. That's what she said. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, see you later. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.